अलबेली सरकार की जय। श्री मां सतगुरु सरकार की जय। गुरुराराधनादिश्च गुरुः परमदैवतम् गुरोः परतरं नास्ति कृपालु गुरवे नमः। सत्प्रेम सिंधु मकरंद रसौघ धारा सारा नजस्रमवितस्रवदा श्रुतेषु श्री राधिके तव कदा चरणारविंदम् गोविंद जी नमन धनम् शिरसा वहामि। नमः कमलनाभाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षण। यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रणोति तस्मै तद्वंह देवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद राधे सरकार की जय। श्रीमद् युगल सरकार की जय। So we have already understood that the Bhagavad is the greatest of all the scriptures because this is the only scripture which talks about purest bhakti only. It discards karma and jnana both. And even the yoga. If yoga is also devoid of bhakti, the Bhagavad says that there is no use of that yoga as well. Yunyanam abhaktanam pranayamadi karma bhi. Those who are practicing yoga, they do pranayam, etc., everything. But akshira vasanam, Rajan is saying to Parikshit, O Rajan, such kind of yogis also drishyate punaruthitam. They kill their mind, they control their mind fully, but still it is seen that in lack of devotion, their mind also wake up again in the same atmosphere of material world. It comes back to the material world again. So the bhakti is the ultimate goal of life, and it is depicted in the Bhagavad completely. That's why it is called the highest, the greatest scripture amongst all. Secondly, the orator of Bhagavad is Deviji Maharaj. He was the incarnation of Brahma, and listener is Parikshit, who also realized God when he was only in the womb. That's why also whatever is said, because the Vakta, the orator of Bhagavad, is the Leela Shuk of Kishori Ju. I have explained the meaning of Leela Shuk. Leela Shuk means chronicler, the one who reveals the stories, the Leelas of Shree Radharani. That's why he has right to enter the most confidential place of her palace as well, where only Lalita, Vishakha, etc. can go. Shukdevji is allowed to go there also. So one who is the Leela Shuk of Kishori Ju, just imagine the level of that saint, Shukdevji Maharaj. And Parikshit Ji was also a God-realized soul. He realized God when he was not even born. And after that also, when he was listening to the Bhagavad, that time it was already declared that he is going to die after 7 days. That's why he was listening to the Bhagavad very sincerely. And it is also indicated in Bhagavad, Tachinavan vipathan vicharan paro bhaktya vimichen naraha. Tachinavan. If somebody listens to the Bhagavad, Tachinavan vipathan. If somebody reads the Bhagavad, then he has to contemplate on the subject as well. You hear, Then you read, you have to think about it deeply, vicharana paro. And then bhaktya vimuchyendara. Besides that, if you have devotion in your mind, we have to read or listen, and then we have to contemplate on the matters of the Bhagavat with immense bhakti. Then vimuchyendara, only then somebody can realize God. And Parikshit ji was not an ordinary person, plus his guru was Deviji Maharaj, who was the Leela Shuk of Kishori Ju. That's why they exchanged the highest level of devotion. And through their conversation, well, whatever Shukdev ji gave to Parikshit ji, it came towards us also. So we are listening to the highest form of devotion. Devotion means love, divine love. And it was also explained that the 10th canto is the most important one, and 10th canto as well. The 5 chapters of Ras Panchadhyay are the essence of the entire Bhagavat. Because the highest ideology of love was revealed by the gopis, which is comprised in the 5 chapters of Bhagavat of 10th canto. In this canto, the description of Maharaj is there, and it is linked with Ksheer Leela. The Ksheer Leela happened with the gopis, Nand Braj Kumarika. There were some unmarried girls who were worshipping Katyayani Devi. But whenever they were going for worship towards the river of Yamuna, they were all going together, clapping, dancing and singing the glories of Sri Krishna. They had no shame of that we are singing the glories of Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna was a young boy and the gopis were also very young girls, so they had no fear of their reputation. They were going dancing, singing with great joy to Yamuna river. And there they were making the murti of Katyayani Devi of sand, and they were worshipping Katyayani Devi. And what was their mantra? When somebody worships, somebody wants something, somebody worships with a desire, then there is one shlok or one line of any verse, etc., or any mantra, etc., which shows the desire of the devotees. So what was the desire of these girls? They used to say every day, Katyayani Mahadevi Mahayogyanyadhishwari Nandagopasutam Devi Patimme Kurute Namaha. We are going down to you with this desire only, that we may get Nandu Kumar, Sri Krishna, as our beloved. With this desire, they were doing worship of Katyayani Devi every day. But when their sadhana was completed, then Katyayani Devi was supposed to appear to give boon. But When their sadhana was completed, Katyayani Devi did not come. Who came there? Shri Krishna appeared there. And Shri Krishna said to them, Sankalpo vidita sadhyo. I know, Sankalpa. What is in your mind? What was your resolve? Bhavati namadarchanam. You were not doing the worship of Katyayani Devi. It was your pretense only. You are pretending. Because they had a little fear of the people, the worldly people. They could make some stories against them. It was against the decorum of the society. That's why they were not telling people that I am worshipping Sri Krishna. I want Sri Krishna as my beloved. They were showing the world that we are worshipping Katyayani Devi. We want to please Katyayani Devi alone. But Sri Krishna knows what they are thinking in their mind. And they said to Katyayani Devi also, Nanda Gopasutam Devi Patim Me Kurute Nama. We are going down to you because we want Sri Krishna as our Pati, as our husband, as our beloved. That's why Lord Krishna appeared over there and he said, Sankalpo vidita sadhyo bhavati nam madarchanam. Anumodito sau. And he said that whatever you thought, whatever you demanded for, maya anumodita sau. I give the same boon to you. I accepted your desire. And now I am giving the same boon to you. Maya anumodita sau satyam bhavati marhati. Whatever you thought will become true. He said like that. So the gopis were worshipping Sri Krishna long time ago. And after that, the time of Chira Leela, when sadhana was completed, then Lord Krishna gave a promise to them that after 1 year, right after 1 year, I will give you the nectar of Maharaj. You have to wait for 1 more year. They were waiting for 1 more year. And when the time came, at that time, there were the divine knights which were also present, although it was the daytime. But the knights were present in front of Sri Krishna. In front of those knights, Lord Krishna remembered, because the knights came over there and they reminded. When they reminded, Lord Krishna decided to give Maharaj Ras to the deserving souls. Here, in the first verse of Ras Panchadhyay, the first word is Bhagavan. Bhagavan apita ratri shardot phulla mallikaha miksharantum manaschakre yogamaya mupashita. The Bhagavan shabd is used. Why? Because Bhagavan has no mind. Bhagavan is Atma Ram, Atma Creed, Param Nishkam. He had no desire inside his mind. Atma Creed. He enjoys everything inside him. He is, all the desires are fulfilled within him. He doesn't have to go outside to get anything to fulfill any desire. So, he was not supposed to do Maharaj for his own pleasure. But he is the ocean of mercy as well. That's why, because all those gopis, the Jeev, he always descends on this earth only for one cause. The Linga Purana says, Atma prayojana bhave paranugraha evahi. Atma Prayojana Bhavi. Because there is no purpose of coming on the earth for God. He can do anything, everything, from his divine abode as well. And he is omnipresent anyway. So there was no cause of descending on this earth, having a beautiful form as Sri Krishna, as Sri Ram. But Atma Prayojana Bhavi, because there is no purpose for his own happiness, that's why the only cause of his descent is Paranugra Evahi, for the welfare of the other people. So when he descends on this earth, he gives bhakti, he gives ras to the devotees of different level. According to their level, he gives ras to them. And he plays the pastimes also accordingly. There are two kinds of devotees. Yoga Rudha and Yoga Ruruksha. Yoga Ruruksha are those who are elevating their devotion, they are going higher in devotion in order to realize God. They are doing sadhana towards going towards the right path to realize God. The other ones are Yoga Rudha, who have already realized God. They want something more. Like the gopis who were tested at the time of Chirana Leela, they were God realized soul. Lord Krishna said already to them that I have removed the veil of Maya already from you. So they were already God realized soul, but they wanted to have the highest bliss of Maharaj Leela. That's why they were still worshipping Sri Krishna. So God comes only for the welfare of his devotees. So when he started the Maharaj's episode, then first of all, he played his flute to call the deserving souls over there. When he played his flute, the sound of the flute went everywhere. In all the planets, there were some deserving souls whose heart was pure. There were some rishis, some munis, some great jnanis, paramhans, etc. They all heard the sound of the gopi, of the flute, but they could not reach Maharaj. They didn't know that where the sound is coming from and how should we reach over there. The sound went in Brahmalok as well. It went in Shivlok as well. Lord Shiva came there and he attended Maharaj because he was a deserving soul. Otherwise, many other people heard, and there were most of the other people whose heart was not pure, they did not even listen to the sound. The gopis who were lying down right beside their husband, they heard the sound of the flute, and the husband did not hear the sound of the flute. They were sleeping, and they tried to see, is my wife here? And they felt like wife is still here. But she had gone already, long time ago. But they fell. Manyamana swapashasthan swan swan daran bryo kasam manyamana. It was happened by the Yog Maya power of Sri Krishna only. So they went with great difficulties, they abandoned everything, leaving all kind of desires, repetition, etc. they went to Sri Krishna because Nishamya Geetam Tadananga Vardhanam Brajastriya Krishna Grihita Manasaha Ajagmuranyonya Malakshito Dyama Sayatra Kanto Javaloma Kundalaha Nishamya Geetam. When they heard the music of the flute, then those gopis whose mind was stolen by Sri Krishna, Krishna Grihita Manasa, those Brajastriyaha, those maidens of Braj, whose heart was taken away through the sound of flute by Sri Krishna, they all went unconsciously. They didn't know where they are going, why they are going, where the sound is coming from. They had no inkling of all these things. They directly reached at the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. And when all the gopis, millions of gopis got together, then Sri Krishna asked them, "Why have you come here?" Gopis were surprised. He called us forcibly. We have no choice because he stole our heart. If he has stolen the mind, without the mind, the senses cannot do anything. The senses are under the control of mind. Indriyebhya parayartharthebhya param manaha manasastu para buddhir buddhiratma mahan paraha. So, the senses are under the control of mind, and that mind has been stolen. That's why they came over there. But now Sri Krishna started taking their tests, and he reminded again and again that you are going against your dharma. According to your dharma, you are supposed to stay in your home, serve your husbands, because bhartus susushanam istrinam paro dharmo yamaya, because that is your highest dharma. Listening to that, the gopis gave a big lecture to Sri Krishna, and they proved that the highest dharma is to come to you alone. We have come to you. Don't tell us again and again to go back. No. When Shaunakadi Rishi asked Sutaji that, tell me in short, that what is the real dharma? So in the end of Bhagavad, the last canto of Bhagavad is 12, and the last chapter of 12th canto is 12, and the last verse is 53. So he's quote the 52 and 53 verses. Nritta tarshai rupagiyamanan bhavaushada chotra manobhiraman kutah punah shashwada bhadramishware. He is explaining that naishkarme Pyachita bhava varjitam na shobhate jnanamalam niranjanam. Even the jnana, your knowledge, is completely nishkam, selfless. There is no demand. There is no condition. You are attaining knowledge to realize God without any condition, without any demand. Such kind of knowledge is called to be the highest knowledge. But that kind of knowledge as well, without bhakti, is condemnable. It is rejected. Why? Because without bhakti, one cannot even purify his art. Then what to say of attaining moksha? The purpose of knowledge is only to attain liberation. that will also not be attained without bhakti. Shankaracharya ji, he was the highest exponent of Gyan Marg. He said, Shuddhyatinantaratma Krishna padam bhoja bhakti mrite. Without devotion towards Sri Krishna, your antahkaran, your mind cannot be purified. Then what to say of liberation, etc.? Mad bhakti vimukhanam hi shastra garteshu muhyatam na jnanam na cha mokshasyat tesham janmashatairapi adhyatma ramayana. If you have no bhakti, your gyan, your knowledge is only for knowledge, then you will not attain the true knowledge and you will not attain liberation as well. And in the next shlok also, Sutji said that yashashriyame parishrama paro. Those who are varna shramachar tapadishu, those who are busy in following the varnashram dharma, they are busy in following manusmriti, having good character, good life, or they are doing tapasya, etc. They are doing only labor. Their labor will give the fruit of labor only. They cannot give any result to them. So ending with this, the gopis also said to Sri Krishna that you are misleading us. Don't try to do that. We are firm, we know very well what is our dharma, and that's why we have come to you. That is the final destination of all the living beings. Then they also clarified that you know that it is, if we love you, Lord Krishna said to them, Dhyana Shravana Kirtana. He said, if you are just coming to me, you are seeing me, you are listening to me, Bhavon Kirtanat, if you are doing good kirtan, you are remembering me and you are just doing kirtan, etc., it is better than coming to me directly, seeing me directly. So better you should worship. If you love me, if you came because of me, because you love me too much, even then you should stay home. Then Gopi said that it is not our mistake. If we have come to you, it is not our mistake. Then whose mistake is this? It is your mistake. Why? Because you are so beautiful that whoever looks to you even once cannot have control on their mind. Maharaj used to say one shade, ठहराए गए मुलजिम हम प्यार करके तुमसे, ठहराए गए मुलजिम हम प्यार करके तुमसे भी कोई पूछे तुम क्यों हुए प्यारे? Why are you so beautiful? Why are you so attractive? If you are so attractive, then anybody cannot help. So all the yesterday I explained that all the great sovereign ladies like Uma, Rama, Brahmani, etc., they got attracted. Not only them, Rama Samet Ramapati Mohe. Even Bhagwan Vishnu ji was attracted seeing Sri Ram ji. There are many men also who saw Sri Krishna just once and they got enchanted. Like Agniputra Mahatma Nastapsa Stritva Mahapire Bhartaram Tajagadyonim Vasudevam Ajam Vibhum. There were some Agniputra, the sons of Agni Devta, they saw him and they got so much attracted that in the next line they became ladies. Te sarve striyuktu mapanna samudbhutascha gokule. And they took birth in Gokul. Why? To have Sri Krishna as their bhartaram, as their husband, as their beloved. So they are, there were many rishis of Dandakaranya. They were also attracted and they wished when Ramchandji descended on this earth, the many rishis, the sages and seers of Dandakaranya saw Sri Ram and they were so much enchanted by the beauty of Sri Ram that they thought, they wished in their mind that I want you as my husband. That Ramchandji also heard in his mind the wish of the sages and seers, because Shri Krishna already said in Gita, Ye yatha mam prapadyante tans tataiva bhajamya. I love my devotees according to their sentiments. The way they love me, I also love them. Dandakaranya Rishi, they claim that you said, Ye yatha mam prapadyante. So I love you as my beloved and I want to be your beloved. I want you to become my husband, my beloved. I want that kind of conjugal love from you. Then Sri Ram said, he also gave boon in their heart that Dvaparante karishyami bhavati nam manoratham. This time I am Maryada Purushottam. I cannot do anything. Only Sita will be my wife. Nobody else can get this kind of love from me, but it is your desire. I will fulfill for sure, but not in this life. I will come back again in the end of Dwapar and then I will fulfill your desire. When this is the condition of the men, then if we are attracted to you, then what is the fault of us? So, when the gopis said like that, the iti viklavitam tasam Shrutva Yogeshwareshwaraha. When they heard all this with the from the gopis, and he realized that they do deserve Maharaj, but he was taking the test. He was strengthening, fortifying their love by taking all these tests. Because whatever Sri Krishna does, that is only for the welfare of his devotees. He always wants his devotees to develop more and more. They develop their love more and more. That's why he does all that. But on the other hand, he is very extremely merciful. He is the ocean of mercy as well. Vajradapi kathorani mridoni kusumadapi. On the one hand, he is harder than the thunderbolt. But on the other hand, he is softer than a petal of flower. He is so soft-hearted as well. That's why he felt mercy for the gopis. So, prahasya sadayam gopi ratma ramo pyari ramat. Then he decided to have Maharaj with them. Here also, the word Yogeshwareshwara is used for Sri Krishna, just to remind that Sri Krishna himself does not need to do Maharaj for his own pleasure. He is not playing this pastime for his own pleasure because he has no mind, he has no pleasure because he is Atmakrit. He is pleased. Everything is there within himself. That's why he doesn't need anything from outside. But the gopis who have sacrificed everything for Shyam Sundar, they want this ras and to bless them. If he will not play Maharaj, then these gopis who have done so much sadhana, so much sacrifice to attain this highest bliss will be divided from this bliss forever. And it means any human being can never attain the bliss of Maharaj anytime. But he wants to give all kind of bliss equivalent to himself to the deserving devotees. That's why he decided to have Maharaj. When he decided to do Maharaj, then what did he do? First of all, immediately he revealed himself in thousands of forms. It means there were millions of gopis and he appeared with each gopi individually. Each and every gopi realized that Sri Krishna is standing beside me. He is loving, fondling, talking lovingly, seeing towards me with great love. He is so graceful to me alone, because they were not seeing at that time any other gopi or anyone else. Their mind was completely drowned in the love of Shyam Sundar. So Lord Krishna appeared in many forms according to the number of the gopis. And then what did he do? They all arrayed in a big circle. Shree Radha Krishna stood in the center. So because Sri Krishna, Radha, the Gopi, then Gopi Krishna, Gopi Krishna, Gopi Krishna, Gopi Krishna, in that way, Sri Krishna was seen between two gopis. Angana Mangana Mantare Madhyana Madhavam Madhavam Chantare Mangana Ittama Kalpite Mandale Madhyaga Vermana Sanjagau Devaki Nandana. When he stood like that, Angana Mangana Mantare Madhava. Angana means the gopis. The gopis, Sri Krishna gopis, Sri Krishna gopis. In that way they were standing over there, and he started playing his flute, the music of flute. All the gopis realized that he is playing flute only for me. He is looking so lovingly, he is casting his beautiful sidelong glances towards me alone. They all realized it. Balika talika tale lila laya sang sandarshita bhrulata vibhrame gopika geet dattavadhana swayam sanjagau venuna gopik devaki nandana. Balika talika tale lila laya. They all started dancing in rhythm. It was also something very amazing, because all the gopis were completely drowned in the love of Sri Krishna. You may have experienced it in this material world also, when you are extremely happy with the presence of someone who is very dear to you. Sometimes you forget many things. The ladies cook the food. Where I have seen when Maharaj used to go to the places, to the houses of the satsangis, the people used to be very, very happy. They were making so many, the kinds of food. But every time I saw in all the houses, mostly with all the ladies, they were forgetting to serve few things. Because they were so happy, they forgot. They made something very nice with a great desire that Maharaji would definitely like it. I will make this. With great enthusiasm, they made something, some kheer or some kind of sweet or something like that. When Maharaji went over there, they forgot to give. It happens in ordinary love also. Then what to say of that love? When Sri Krishna is pouring, he's pouring the love with all his gestures, music, glances, touch, etc. But still, they all are dancing in rhythm. The music was going properly and they were stepping, they were having some action of hands, the action of leg, the action of eyes, the action of brows. Everything is going on so well, like they are in full consciousness. So this kind of dance started. Bahu prasara pariramba karal koru nivistanal bhananar manakhagrapatai Chvelyavalokah hasitai Braj sundarinam uttam bhayam ratipatim chachakaradesh. Uttam bhayam ratipatim. He was dancing in a way that the amorous feeling were raising in their heart. More and more feeling of love was raising in their heart. And he was giving all kind of bliss to them. The bliss of his touch, the bliss of seeing towards them, the bliss of singing, bliss of dancing. He was giving everything to them. And secondly, Tabhisameta bhirudara cheshtita priya priye. He was doing all the cheshtita, all the action according to the feelings, the sentiments, the desire of the gopis. If it was looking like a little child, when he stands in front of a mirror, then he makes different kind of faces and he acts, he shows some poses of hand. When he sees that boy who is standing there in the mirror, he is also copying me. When I do my face like this, he also does like that. When I do my hands like this, he also does. So he is incited to do more actions. So he keep on doing more actions and he is happy to see the action of his own reflection, thinking that he is another boy. So when Sri Krishna was dancing, what was he was doing? Tabhi sameta virudara cheshtita. He was doing all the action, just like the gopis were doing. When the gopis were dancing, so he also started dancing. The gopis are doing the action of hand. The gopis are doing different kind of different kind of stepping, different kind of gesture of their eyes or eyebrows, the neck, etc. He is just copying them. If the gopis are admiring the attributes, the beauty of Sri Krishna, then Sri Krishna is admiring more the beauty of the gopis, the attributes of the gopis. He is saying all the good words, all the pleasant words for the gopis, just to please them. Because on the one hand, the gopis are doing the same. So whatever the gopis do, Sri Krishna is also doing the same. But Achyuta, when he was doing all that, even then he was Achyut. Means he was not really doing that. It was not his naturality, but just to please the gopis, just to please his own devotees. He was doing that with the power of Yog Maya Shakti. He has a peculiar power of Yog Maya, kartum akartum anyatha kartum samartha. With the power of Yog Maya, Lord Krishna can do anything, he can not do anything, and he can do something upside down as well. He has the power of doing anything and not doing anything. You may say, that's not a big deal. We can do also whatever we want. We don't do whatever I don't. If you want to come in the lecture, you come. If you don't want, you don't come. You can say, see, we can also do that. But no, there are lots of functions which we want to do, but we cannot do. Sometimes we feel, I should also fly in the sky like the birds, but we cannot fly. We can desire not to breathe, but we cannot do that. Sometimes we want to do something and we are unable to do that. Sometimes we don't want to do something, but we have to do. But Sri Krishna can do anything. So when he is dancing with the gopis, he, by Yog Maya power, he created that kind of feeling. It was not natural. He just created that kind of feelings so that his dearest devotees, the gopis, could feel pleasant. They will feel good. They will be happy. The only aim of Sri Krishna is right now to please his devotees. That's why he is playing exactly. He is just reciprocating the gopis exactly in the same manner as the gopis were doing. So it was looking like a little child is playing with his reflection. Re me ramesho braja sundari vir yathar bhako swapratibimba bimbaha. He was looking like a little child is playing with his reflection at that time. So, when this was going on and Sri Krishna was pouring his love on the gopis, he was talking so lovingly to the gopis. He was admiring so highly the gopis. Seeing all this, the gopis thought that we are the most fortunate ladies in the entire universe. Even Uma, Rama, Brahmani, they are not that fortunate. Nobody is that fortunate as we are. It was very natural. When they are getting so much love, so much attention of Almighty God, Swayam Sri Krishna, whose darshan is inaccessible to the great personalities like Brahma, Shankar, etc. And he is paying so much attention to the gopis. Then a little ego, actually it should not be said ego, the pride of this thing came in their mind. That no one is that fortunate as we are. Atmanam menire strinam mananyo bhadiko kam bhuvi. Bhuvi, on the entire Prithvi, the entire earth, mananyo, the great sovereign ladies, cannot get that much samman, that much honor, that much love from Sri Krishna as I am getting. When this pride came in their mind, then Lord Krishna noticed it. You know, the perfect doctor, when he is giving some treatment to his patient, then he notices that if there is any little problem left in the body, then he wants to remove that part as well. If a doctor is doing some operation, and if he sees that there is some part of that disease is still left in that area of the body, he will cut that area too. So when he saw, Shyam Sundar saw, their position is so high, they are getting such a high thing, the highest thing of Maharaj. How come? This pride is coming in their mind. Although Sri Krishna said in Gita, Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dveshtayosti na priyaha. I am equal to everyone. Nobody is my friend and no one is my enemy. But in fact, there is one enemy of Sri Krishna. The greatest enemy of Sri Krishna. Who is the greatest enemy of Sri Krishna? Ahankar, the ego. He cannot tolerate the ego of anyone at all. He can tolerate everything, but not ego. Because that is the worst thing in the path of devotion. As soon as ego comes, it means humbleness has gone. When humbleness has gone, then your devotion is also lost. That's why to give the best form to love to the gopis, he could not tolerate it. And then what did he do? When he saw Tasam Saubhagamata Vikshamanam, when he saw Saubhagamata, the mud, the intoxication, the ego of their good fortune, then what did he do? Antardhanam Chakaraha. He disappeared. He just started Maharaj and he started pouring love. The gopis attained that property which is not accessible to the greatest of all people like Brahma, Vishnu, Narad, etc. They could not attain this property of love which the gopis were attaining. But as soon as it started, Bhagavan disappeared. And antarhite Bhagavati, when Sahasaiva Brijangana, Sahasaiva, all of a sudden, when they were enjoying so much bliss of love, all of a sudden, antarhite Bhagavati, Sahasaiva Brijangana, atapyantama chakshana, karinya iva yuthapam. When all of a sudden they saw that Sri Krishna has disappeared, where has he gone? He was pouring love to us, giving us so much love. We were waiting for this bliss for a long time, from the time immemorial. And somehow we got it today. He took so many tests. He took the tests before, then he took the test at Children Leela, then he took the test when we came at Banchary for sadhana, for Maharaj, and now again he has gone, leaving us. What is this? Why did he leave us? They started trying like anything. All of them became so sad, they became so much distressed that they started crying like anything. They were constantly crying. And then, because they were crying, they were just remembering Sri Krishna. Their heart was burning with separation of Sri Krishna. Because before that, they never had so much love, so much bliss. But now they have tasted the bliss of Sri Krishna, the bliss of divine love. Now it was impossible for them to tolerate this separation. Before that they could, but now they cannot. So they started feeling, they had a feeling that now our body is burning so much as if it is put in the oven. Atapyan tamachakshanaham karanya eviyuthapam. So all the time they were crying and remembering Sri Krishna wholeheartedly. There was nothing at all in their mind except Sri Krishna. So that's why what happened? Their mind was completely saturated with the thoughts of Sri Krishna. Then Gati Smriti Prekshana Bhashanadishu Priya Priyeva Gati Smriti Prekshana Bhashanadishu. Their walk, their style of seeing, their talks, their action, they started doing all this exactly like Sri Krishna. Priya Priyeva Pratirudha Murtayaha. They acted in such a way as if they are another form of Sri Krishna. And they started playing the various leelas of Sri Krishna. Someone became Kans, the other one became Sri Krishna, and she is acting like Sri Krishna is killing Kans. Someone became Putana, and the other gopi became Sri Krishna, and they were playing like Sri Krishna is killing Putana. Some gopis became the Sakha, the friends of Sri Krishna, and one lady became Sri Krishna and they are playing. Some gopis became like the gopis and other gopi became Sri Krishna and they started playing Ras Leela. In that way, they played all kind of leelas of Sri Krishna. They were laughing like Sri Krishna, they were looking like Sri Krishna, they were talking like Sri Krishna. Because their mind became Krishnamaya. There was nothing in their mind except Sri Krishna. After some time, when they were doing all that, then after having a little bit of consciousness, they decided to search Sri Krishna. They were thinking, where has he gone? Let us search him. Probably he's hiding himself somewhere over here. So they started searching Sri Krishna. They didn't see Sri Krishna anywhere. Then they started asking the plants, the trees, and the mountains, the earth, etc. They saw the plant of Tulsi. They asked Tulsi, Kachit Tulasi Kalyani Govinda Charana Priya. Oh sister, Tulsi, you are Kalyani. You always think about the welfare of the other people. You are extremely kind and merciful. And Govinda Charana Priya, you love the lotus feet of Sri Krishna so much. And Sri Krishna also loves you so much that he wears the banmal in which the leaf of Tulsi is essential. He wears a banmala, a garland of wild flowers. In that banmala, there are five kinds of flowers. Tulsi, Kund, Mandar, Parijat, Saroruhaihi, Panchaityanaphi Srijyante. These five things make banmala. Tulsi, the flower of Kund, the flower of Mandar, Parijat, the lotus, Saroru, and Kamal. Tulsi, Kund, Mandar, Parijat, Saroru. These five things are used in his banmala. So you are so lucky that Lord Krishna always wear the banmala with Tulsi dal. They are just saying like that to praise Tulsi, and then they ask them, did you see Shyam Sundar going from this path? When he was going from there, definitely he saw you and you saw him, because you love him and he also loves you. Have you seen him? Tulsi is not saying anything. Then the gopis are going to the trees of Ashok, to the trees of Mandar, etc. They are asking all of them, tell me please, have you seen Shyam Sundar? To which direction has he gone? No one is answering. Then they saw towards the earth, and they saw, because Lord Krishna had to perform the Ras Leela, the Maharas over there, that's why wherever Lord Krishna, in any way, before Maharas as well, the Mahalakshmi was decorating the entire Braj with beautiful earth, flowers, trees, etc. So the earth was looking beautiful with green grass. Grass was standing and it was green. That's why they looked towards the earth and they asked, Kinte kritam tapo chite bat keshavangris parshot saud pulakan. Your each and every part is looking so happy. Pulukan nyango vibhati. Each and every part of your body is looking like it is horripilated. The green grass which is standing, looking towards them, Pulakang ruhair vibhati. It seems like you are pulakit. Your body is horripilated That's why. No, it seems like you are very happy. So, O Prithvi, O Earth, Kinte Kritam Tapo, what kind of tap, what kind of austerity have you performed that Keshavangris Parashut, it seems like you got the touch of the lotus feet of Sri Krishna, and it is proven by the beauty of the grass, by the beauty of whatever I am seeing on this earth. So it means Sri Krishna went from here, looking towards your happiness. It seems like Sri Krishna went from here. So please tell me that towards which direction has he gone? But nobody is answering, the gopis. Then they went ahead. When we are going from one forest to another forest, then all of a sudden they thought, now we should not go in other forests anymore, because we are seeing that ahead of this forest is too dark. When we will keep on going towards one forest to other forest, then Sri Krishna will also hide. He will also go ahead. And ahead this forest, it is too dark. Then he may have some kind of injury. It is not good for him. He can have any difficulty in the dark. So we should not go ahead of this forest. But all of a sudden, they saw some footprints of a lady. Then they saw the footprints of Sri Krishna and a lady. Then they immediately thought, oh, now we know that she is the same lady, same gopi, who was taken by Shyamsundar. When Shyamsundar disappeared, he took one gopi with him. That gopi is Shree Radha. But because Shukdevji Maharaj was telling this story, and he reached at the 5th stage of Samadhi, if he was taking the name of Shree Radha even once, then he was going to be in trance for 6 months. But he had to complete the Bhagavad in 7 days for Parikshit. That's why he was not pronouncing the name of Shree Radha. He was using the word Gopi for Shree Radha. That is also one name of Shree Radha. So the gopis also saying that Anayaradhito nunam Bhagavan Haririshwara Yanno Vihaya Govind Prito Yamana Yadraha. It says she is the same gopi. There is one gopi who worshipped Sri Krishna very immensely. She was the great devotee of Sri Krishna. Anaya Radhito Nunam Bhagavan Haririshwara. He loved Sri Krishna so much that he took only that fortunate gopi with him. Yanno Vihaya Govind no. Now means he left us. Vihaya left. He left us and he went with her in a lonely place to enjoy some pastimes in the forest. They were talking like that. So who could be this gopi? And then they went few steps ahead. Then they saw that now the steps of gopi are seen, but the step of Shyamsundar are not seen. Then they thought probably the gopi was tired when he was frolicking in this forest. Probably she was tired, and then probably she said to Shyam Sundar that now I am tired. That's why Skandam Aruhyatam. You take me on your shoulders, or I am sitting here. I cannot go ahead. That's why he took her on his shoulders. They were just talking like that. Then after a few steps ahead, they saw there was a gopi and she was wailing. She was crying loudly. Then they ran towards that gopi. When they went over there, then they saw Shree Radharani was there. So they started pleasing her. Somebody was giving water to her, somebody was doing some fanning, all these things. And then they asked Shree Radharani that what happened to you? Where is beloved Shyam Sundar? She said that I was here, he was giving lots of love to me, he was very nice to me. Then I thought in my mind, also like you, that I am so fortunate that he left everyone, he brought me alone with him. But it was not the fact. Shree Radharani was telling the gopis just to satisfy them. But it was not the fact. The fact was that Shree Radharani thought that I am the only one who is enjoying the love of Shri Krishna. All my sakhis, all my friends, they must be crying bitterly. They also love Shri Krishna so much. They have sacrificed everything on Shri Krishna too. They should equally have the love. Why should they suffer? If they are suffering, then I will also not go with Shri Krishna. I will also suffer equally according to them. She thought like that. That's why she pretended in front of Shri Krishna that I am tired. She showed her ego as well, that I am your beloved and you are paying so much attention to me. Now she started saying, oh, I cannot walk anymore. So please take me on your shoulders, otherwise I will not go. Then Shri Krishna saw that, oh, this ahankar, this ego has captured her as well. So because he cannot tolerate ego of anyone, even Shree Radharani's ego, he could not tolerate this ego. That's why he said, okay, and he sat down and said, you put your legs on my shoulder. When Shree Radharani lifted his leg, then he was disappeared. And she said this story to the gopis. Then he said to gopis, Sakhi, it is the result of dishonor and ego of myself. I was very bad to him. My behavior towards Priyatam Shyam Sundar was extremely disgusting and I disrespected Sri Krishna. This is the result of that charitra. Avamanam cha dauratmyat vismaya paramam yayuhu. When the gopis heard these words from Sri Radha was reprimanding herself, saying that I was a very bad person. He loved me so much, but I was so disrespectful to him. And I showed my ego that I cannot walk anymore. Take me on your shoulders. That's why he disappeared. When the gopis heard these words, they were so much surprised because she knows that Shree Radharani loves Shri Krishna so much that she cannot wait even 1 second. If she has to wait only 1 minute more for Shri Krishna, then we have seen she goes through what kind of condition. It's hard for her to survive without Shri Krishna. She always keeps the wish of Shri Krishna. She never makes any desire for her own happiness. She's always concerned about the happiness of Shri Krishna, and she teaches us also to be happy in the happiness of Shri Krishna also. Then why is she telling that? So they all were crying, but seeing Shree Radha, they were consoled. And then Shree Radha went towards Yamuna river with the gopis, and she suggested that we cannot meet Shyam Sundar in this way. You know what we have to do to call him soon? The gopis asked, what is the best way to call him soon? You have to sing her glories. Just chant and sing the glories of Shyam Sundar. Sing the pastimes of Shyam Sundar. Sing about the attributes of Shyam Sundar. And call him out wholeheartedly, shedding tears. If you will call him wholeheartedly, shedding tears for him, he will immediately come. Then gopis decided to do that. And now they started chanting and singing the verses of the glories of Sri Krishna. And those shlokas, those verses are called Gopi Geet as well. As I said, the 5 chapters of Ras Panchadhyay are most important, but these 19 shlokas, the 19 verses of Gopi Geet are the cream of Ras Panchadhyay as well. The most intricate points, the most intricate form of love could be seen by the gopis in 19 verses of Gopi Geet. So tomorrow we will hear what the gopis were singing as the Gopi Geet, because let them think about it. Okay. बोले श्रीमद सतगुरु सरकार की जय, श्रीमद युगल सरकार की जय। जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे। आरती प्रीतम प्यारी की बनवारी, आरती माँ परमा की जय। जय 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 जगदम्बा की आरती माँ परमा की जय। जय जय जगदम्बा की लीला गुरुदेव जन्मलियो है राधिका दुखी करनियो है वरदान्य मन कर करिया सखी संपत्ति नासती मन कर नाम बात गोरी की जय। जय जय जगदम्बा की आरती माँ परमा की जय। जय जय जगदम्बा की माँ सिंदूर करुणिलाल जोत विद्याल वाल मन मोहत अनपढ़े माधुर गौर करी जगदीश पद मोहनी जय सरस्वती जय। जय जय जगदम्बा की आरती माँ परमा की जय। जय जय जगदम्बा की सारी चरण किनारी रात कंठ की कल्याणी हार चरण फूल की रंग को कंठी कलकी चलो अब जो कर लीजिए। जय जय जगदम्बा की आरती माँ परमा की जय। जय जय जगदम्बा की नामूरत निष्काम प्रेम की धर्मपति जग अचल नेम की तुम्हारी अनुकंपा गुरुवर में विधि सेवा सौभाग्य दी। ओम श्री रावण की जय। जय जय जगदम्बा की आरती माँ परमा की जय। जय जय जगदम्बा की आरती माँ परमा की जय। जय जय जगदम्बा लाडली लाल की जय। श्रीमद सतगुरु सरकार की जय। ममतामयी प्यारी प्यारी अम्मा की जय। भक्ति धाम मनगढ़ की जय। निकुंज विहारणी अलबेली सरकार की जय। जय जय